Morning Watch is still very much the program. We've been dealing on fish matters and also bird flu, and we had the privilege of, I think, laughing and of course feeling the rhythm when it comes to the DBS Song of the Year. The program, the show is still on. We will continue with that packet, but right now we'll take a break on entertainment to take you on another ride of very important farm matters. We're talking about fish farming. We like to look at so many of the things surrounding fish farming, and in the studio today I have my guest Israel Yusuf, Dr. also known as Dr. Fish, and he's the principal consultant, Dr. Fish Agri Consult. He's also the secretary, Catfish Farmers Association. A very good morning to you, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewers.
And I love your smile.
Thank you.
Alright, in the studio, as you can see, is Elinisa Ito, is the owner of Nitofi Farms. That yes. Okay, Agbaro. I just want the treasurer, Catfish Farmers Association. You're most welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, viewers.
Good morning to you. Now, let's get started with, I'm going to ask the first question to you, Dr. Fish. As a doctor of fish, I laugh first. Okay. We have been having issues in Nigeria with bird flu. There's the fever that is killing and bringing down most of the birds. Are your fish jumping into the sky because the birds are dropping down? Are your fish jumping into the sky for now?
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful question. It's a pity that our brothers in the poultry industry are suffering from avian flu. However, this has not impacted positively on the price of fish. That's the funny part. Instead, the price of fish is coming down. You expect that now that there's a challenge in the poultry industry, the alternative, that is fish, will pick up. Rather, the price of fish is coming down. And what is responsible for that? Low purchasing power.
This man, I am beginning to suspect you, Dr. Fish, but I will still hold you to that. Sir, let me come to you. I asked them if the fishes have been affected, so I'm asking you the same question. Are the fishes affected while the old avian flu, he likes to use the big word, and let me just use the one I know, bird flu. The birds are dying. Are your fish dying too? Because it seems to be like when we start hearing bird flu, farmers have been attacked. It's almost like the whole of the farming business is attacked. Is your fish under attack also?
Thank you very much for that question. Though for now, my farm is not being attacked for now, but this period, in some farm, they do have some challenges. They have challenges. So experience counts a lot now. The ability for you to identify that in this period you need to manage your fish, you need to take care of it critically. Thorough observation need to be carried out. Once you notice any symptoms, you need to manage them very well. By so doing, you won't have any outbreak. In my farm for now, there is no outbreak. Normally, in this period of the year, every year, we normally have some challenge in the fish industry because of the water level.
The water level goes up or down? Which of them?
As the water level is coming up, it comes with a lot of bacteria, viruses that affect the fish. So we need to take precaution. Like in my farm, this period, every year, the workers have known that in this period we need extra care. We need to handle with care. If not, the
all right, consultant. I'm using this to call you now consultant. Before we go straight into fish business, if I were to have a farm where I have poultry and fish pond, as so many farms do have it, they have the fish and they have they have the birds and they have the fish. And I used to know of a point in time when they used to have birds above, fish underneath, because the fish also feeds from the droplet from the bird. This is one situation, but then others have, these are birds, these are fishes. Can the activity that is going on right now in the bird business affect the fish in the water as they are in close proximity? Even if they call it bird flu alone, can it affect these fishes?
All right, thank you very much. It cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, these are two different species and classes of animals.
Okay.
So the fishes will not get contaminated by the droppings of the birds because they have bird flu. No. However, we have discouraged that practice where people will build their pen on fish ponds. We have discouraged it. If you are doing what we call what we call backyard farm, not really business, no problem.
For your domestic purpose.
Domestic purpose. But if it's a farm, you can see the farm that we're showing, Biodale Farm. This is fish farming business. Mind you, let me even separate this.
Okay.
There's a difference between fish farming and fish farming business.
Fish farming business.
Yes. A lot of people will tell you they are not making profits. They have been in fish farming for years, yet not making profit. What is it? What is the reason? What is responsible? So many people know fish farm, but they don't understand fish farming business.
Okay.
I can tell you categorically, over the last 6 years, there has been a trend. The minimum profit you make per circle is 16%. And the maximum you can make is 43%. My colleague, Vincent, can testify to that. Minimum. If you don't understand the system, you cannot operate the system. The system will break you. So you need to get that straight.
Okay, we will come to operating the system and making sure the system doesn't break you. While you were talking earlier on, you talked about fish being a major alternative in the face of bird flu or birds dying. We now fall back to fish, but then the cost of fish is lower instead of going up. So Mr. let me come to you with this. The cost of fish is dropping in the face of all of this, and for the fish farmer, it's a negative vibe. For us, for more, it's a positive vibe. But what's your own response, or what is responsible for dropping in price instead of increasing price? And precisely for me, I want it to drop, but the patronage, how is it?
And for now, that has been a big challenge for the fish farmers, especially those that are doing small scale. Because once you are doing small scale, your cost of production will be very high. Thereby, you'll be selling at loss. One of the reasons that the price of fish is going down now, one is because of the flood that is coming now. Those farmers that have farm in those that have 18 pond, they are afraid that the tide, the water level is coming up now very high. Instead of the full fish to go, let me just cut the tail. They are just selling at any price now. And on the other hand, I was discussing with one of my customers. She said the chicken in the market is making people to go, because of the price that's selling chicken now. So many persons are going to buy chicken. Why would I go and buy a catfish of 1,200 naira, 200 naira? Where I will get a full chicken for 1,500 naira. So you can see this will affect. This automatically is bringing down the price, making the market to be very poor.
Because there's bird flu outside, people will be scared of even going to buy the birds. I personally am scared of going to buy birds right now.
You know, considering the present Nigeria economy, the money is not flowing out there, so
people just don't care.
They prefer, let me just go and buy a full chicken for 1,500 naira. They say if I cook them, all the disease don't die.
Wow, that's great.
So they flooded the market with chicken. People are going to buy beds for 1,500, thereby reducing the cost, thereby affecting those that are selling fish. It now dropped the market.
In fact, let me weigh in on that. In Ugele, you can get one chicken for as low as 800 naira, 1,000 naira. And you see, unfortunately, Nigerians today are not eating to live healthy. They are eating for survival. That's the reality.
Wow.
Poverty is staring at us. And you know the beautiful thing? Through aquaculture, through fish farming, we can actually tackle poverty, which is one of the aims of Catfish Farmers Association, Delta State Chapter.
How do we tackle poverty with that? That's why I'm going to open it up again.
Over the years, organizations like Pin Foundation saw the importance of aquaculture in solving the menace of unemployment in the Niger Delta.
Okay.
And some of us were trained further to develop programs that will enhance the growth of aquaculture. I can tell you categorically that the EPA fish cluster is a beneficiary of such programs.
Are you serious?
And every one of us, we know the impact that that cluster had done in these states. The impact of that cluster on solving even security challenge in the states.
Okay.
The same thing is CAM 74. You see, fish farming is something that you can practice anywhere. No matter how small the space you have is, no matter how small the money is, we are able to help you develop a functional, sustainable, profitable aquaculture business.
It's beautiful to hear when you speak of it as such, but let me come to the reality on ground that is outside. Joe, you said the cost of fish isn't dropping. There was a point in time where this said fish you're talking about for 1-2 was sold for 550, 600, 500, 550, 600. We're hoping for that, knowing fully well that lot of fish farm had been increased, and we're hoping that we'll be able to access this catfish as such, until one morning we woke up, it's already 1,000, 1,002, and even right now in some places it's going up. Let's talk about the cost of fish. The cost of fish on the increase in Delta State. That's the reality. Whether or not you say it's not going up, we are scared that going up it might not be accessible by any one of us. What's the reason behind the cost of the increase in the cost of fish? I want to go to you, Mr. Emisa.
Thank you very much. One of the reasons why prices of fish is going up, one, I got a message 2 days ago that we are going to increase price of fish. No, price of feed. The message is in my WhatsApp here.
Okay.
I was kind of furious. I said, why? You know, this period, price of fish is normally down because of so many factors. One, the water level. People are afraid that flood should not take over their fish. Instead of them to lose their whole pond of fish, let them just sell. That is, I call it panic sales.
Okay.
They do panic sales. Now you want to increase. He said the price of the dollar price is going up because they import some of the raw materials they use in producing the feed, and they are in business. They cannot set up a factory and run at loss. They will increase the price. They will increase the price of the raw material. It will now fall back to the farmers. Somebody like me, I have a lot of fish in my farm. I cannot say because the price of feed has gone up, I will not buy. That means I'll be out of business. I'll be out of business. I'm going to buy the feed. I will not calculate the corresponding increase in price of that feed and add it to the fish I want to sell. Even sometimes, for example, last 2 months, price of feed was increased twice within a week. But we could not increase the price of fish because when you do, the sellers, they will leave your farm. They will tell you there is no money.
The price of feed was increased twice in 1 week.
In 1 week.
Okay. I want to come to the secretary. Yes, and he's also Dr. Fish. So don't blame me if I do that. Lots of people do get into the fish business, and it's like at the point in time there was this mass entry into the fish business, and there's also this dropping out and dropping out. They keep complaining of different things, they're not being able to cope, counting their losses. And you're the secretary, also a Dr. Fish. What would you say is responsible for all of this?
All right, thank you very much. I'll answer this way. First of all, it is only poultry business, fish business, agriculture business that you see Nigerians invest massively without adequate knowledge. They believe they will learn in the business. That is the wrong thing. It's like flying a plane without knowing how to fly the plane. You just enter the plane. Somebody tried it in this nation and he paid dearly with his life. So many people enter into the fish business just because they saw maybe their colleagues or their friends entering into the business. So there was a crowding in. No. It's a system. You need to understand the system and how it works. When you understand the system and you follow the system, I bet you will succeed. Now, this was one of the reasons why Catfish Farmers Association of Nigeria, CAFA Delta State Chapter, set out their programs to educate farmers, to enlighten farmers. Even this feed you are talking of, we have a program to see how we can reduce the cost of feed. How? Yes, I agree that the cost of raw material is going high. I also agree that this is also the negative impact of the bandits and herdsmen, because a lot of these raw materials, especially the bulk raw materials, come from the north.
Okay.
Farmers cannot go to farm again. What else do you expect? So as the raw material is going up, they are also increasing their price.
I want to go to Mr. Ito, but before I go to Mr. Ito, I don't want you to finish on the words. I still want to ask you a question. There is this very important gist making the rounds that the association, because you have referred to the association right now, this is why I'm still giving you this question, and the association is involved in the increase in fish feeds. And they made us understand that there's this general price of fish feed, but when it's almost approaching the southern region, when they believe there is oil, the association takes the price up and tell you this is how it's going to be sold here. And you are the secretary of Catfish Farmers Association. Could you defend that? No, it's not Ito, it's you, Dr. Fish.
All right, thank you. No, that is not true. First of all, I will say again, I'm a consultant to some feed organizations. And there is something I know. There is what we call regional pricing.
Okay.
Yes. In these feed companies, there is regional pricing.
Okay.
There was a time the price of feed that they sent to distributors in the south, especially Delta State and environ, was cheaper than the way they were sending it to the north. Why? Because of the consumption. Delta is a fish powerhouse, aquaculture powerhouse in this country. That's
Okay.
one. Number two, you see, the aquaculture business has a value chain. Feed does not just come from the factory to the farmer or to the association. No. All feed companies have their distributors. They have what we call recommended selling price. We discovered that some distributors actually increase this price. If the company says sell at 2 naira, for example, the distributor will sell at 3 or 4 naira. That is one of the things we discovered. So the association now decided to say we want to break this jinx by ensuring we mop up feed demand from our members and buy directly from the company at company price and give to members. That that is on board currently.
That sounds fair.
In fact, another thing we're also doing, we have negotiated with some banks
Okay.
to finance input supplies, that's feed,
Okay.
for some of our members.
Okay.
We're in the process.
That sounds all beautiful, like I said, but Tara, let me come to you with the same question. Are you in total agreement with what you just said? Is the association not in any way responsible? Because it's not only a fish feed business. Even when we had our rice distributor come here to talk to us, rice farmer from the north come here to talk to us, he told us that once they bring their products to the south, Saffron Association, the different association tell them, we can't sell at that cost. We are oil producing states. So it must be increased. And that's the association. And that's why the fingers are still pointed to the association. And you are the treasurer also of Catfish Farmers Association. Are you going to deny your involvement in all of this, the association's involvement?
Yes, for catfish is not involved in that, because we have feed distributors in Delta State. They are not farmers, so they are the major, the key distributor of the feed. Anybody can be, if you can buy your feed directly from the company. There is no way CAFAN will increase the cost of feed. We influence that because we are not directly, they buy feed from the key distributors in Warri and environ. So CAFAN is not part of that.
Okay.
CAFAN is not part of that, because there are a lot of, unlike the fish business, there are a lot of farm everywhere. A lot of farm. Everybody wants to make profit. There is no way now the price of fish is down.
If the price of fish is not down, at what cost?
Okay, let me come in now. The cost of producing one catfish, because I am an accountant by profession.
Okay.
We do the cost analysis. The CAFAN is helping the farmers. As soon as they bring out the price of feed, CAFAN will calculate the cost of production, what it takes to produce one catfish, what it takes to get one catfish. Then we'll now place a markup on that.
Now, what is the cost of fish in the market?
The cost of fish in the market varies on the sizes.
Yes, what's it called? One
kilogram.
1 kg is how much now?
1 kg now. Before now, it varies. They say 1,000.
Before now?
Yes.
And what did they say?
1,000, 980, 950. You know, the fish business, sometimes it's like dollar business.
Yes.
Today it's high.
So how much is it now?
Now it's 900 naira.
When I was buying catfish, it was 500, 550.
Yes.
1 kg. And you're telling me that with this from 500, 550 to 600 to 900 is low. These people.
Now the cost of feed
production
has increased. The cost has
So that's your calculation, the cost of production and the sale point, that's your calculation.
Yes.
Okay, he's an accountant, he told me. I want to say thank you for giving the signal. That's a Mr. Itoro, is the owner of Mitofi Farms, Agbaro, is a treasurer, Catfish Farmers Association. Thank you so much for your time. We also had in the studio Israel Yusuf, also known as Dr. Fish, the principal consultant, Dr. Fish Agric Consult, is a secretary, Catfish Farmers Association. A very good morning. Sorry, not good morning again. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Our Morning Watch is still the program. Hopefully we'll be able to shed more light on the issues of catfish and the constant increase in the cost of purchasing this. And hopefully this association will help us bring the cost down and not bother about their wanting to increase it. Morning Watch continues right after now. Please don't go nowhere.